We are enjoying the breeze off Lake Murray as I visit with Ellen Faris, and we are in a beautifully landscaped yard, and the first thing I see are these magnificent white oaks. What a tremendous canopy you have. But it didn't just happen that way. You had to intervene with nature a little bit.
My husband was very good at realizing you need to cut a lot of trees in order to have the canopy. And I must admit I'm a tree hugger, but I'm glad that he did that because it does make it beautiful.
And Andy is responsible for many, your husband is responsible for many of the structures. He was an airline pilot, but apparently his real love was building.
Yes, he builds, and I'm sure he's already thinking of something else to do.
Well, one of the things that I think is so sweet is he seems to have Japanese elements on some of the buildings here. And I see that you have Oriental Plants around it. Japanese maples make a frequent appearance here. They are so lovely.
They are such beautiful trees anyway. I mean, everybody should have them. In fact, we do get little pieces and give them to people.
And then the ligularia, or the new name, which I can't remember, the leopard
plant
is so beautiful. And you have done that so attractively. You've got nice things that give us a real sense of shade, even though it's a very sunny yard.
Well, actually, you're seeing what is sunny, but a lot of it is not, which is why it's been a learning curve. And those were actually given to us by a neighbor, and now everybody in the neighborhood has a lot of those. And it's just been a work in progress.
And then water, oh my goodness, not only are we on the water, but Andy has a wonderful ability to make waterfalls. Tell me a little bit about these.
Oh, he does. And there's one right in the sunroom that he built right before our daughter got married. Oh, I think 13 years ago. And then within the last 2 years, he decided he wanted to build one over in the other part of the yard where I had gotten azaleas for $1 years ago. And so he did it around and through those azaleas, and it's just beautiful.
And he, I think, is responsible for the beautiful little planting there that looks like little pools of water, color without flowers.
Right, definitely, definitely.
And that is so attractive. And again, we have a Japanese maple there, and we've got the use of this wonderful little creeping jenny and the ajuga and some succulents there.
And he borrowed a lot of my things.
Oh, I'm glad that y'all share.
I'm glad he did too, because they look nice over there.
Share so nicely. And then, my goodness, you do have some great structure and foundation plants, and you told me that your father gets credit for these beautiful sasanquas.
Yes, he would always give all the adult children, not a lot of money, but it was fun that he gave it to us, and I would always like to say, oh good, this is what Daddy gave me the money this year, and this is what I did with it. So one year I bought the sasanqua and put them all around, was at the tea olives I think too, and put them around the shed to hide the shed, and plus just to have a good smell and flowers. I really do.
The back of the yard, I was so intrigued by. What a magnificent sense of elevation. And I am always saying, don't plant grass where it won't grow. And it looks like Andy has put grass in the sunny areas and used very wisely decided to mulch.
Right. And we've really gotten into the mulch, and we like this dark mulch. But it's a lot probably into wanting some natural area, less work. And we're trying to get more into plants that we don't have to do quite as much to maintain.
So you said your interest in perennials is relatively new, and how did that come about?
Well, my sister's a master gardener, and she lives here in the area, and I can't remember how long she has been, but I watched her change of how much she had gotten into things, and her yard is absolutely beautiful. And she has a lot of perennials and just different plants. So, of course, I learned a lot from her. And then 3 years ago, I went to the Master Gardener Tour, which is every May, and it's fantastic. And I saw a man's house that I had a lot of shade plants. And so I came right home, stopped and picked some things on the way, and started copying. But that's how you learn. You get more plants. And then I went to the Junior Master Gardener sale last year, and you get things at a tremendous discount. And so the new area that you saw up by the grassy area is probably 95% plants that I got from the Master Gardener sale.
Well, and then you've got, talk about repetition, you've got some absolutely beautiful hydrangeas scattered throughout, and they perform so beautifully in that semi-shade that you have.
Yeah, I do love our hydrangeas. And we've had friends come over here and take pictures with their brides. And she came over the other day, one of them, and just was nostalgic about the hydrangeas. So that was kind of sweet.
Well, I think y'all have made a wonderful place to spend your life together and to enjoy grandchildren. I see a swing out there a slide out there on the dock. And when I was changing my shirt today, I found a little tiny bathing suit and sink.
What a surprise. They left this morning and I was picking things up everywhere. We were in the water yesterday.
Well, I know that y'all have had a wonderful time making this beautiful, beautiful spot on Lake Maury, and we thank you so much for sharing it with us.
And thank you so much. We appreciate you letting us share it. It's been fun.